Hello everyone. So today we would like to present our discussion regarding film review Cruella 2021. This group consists of me, myself, Amanda Pramoedya, and Nadya El Fakhira. So next, the table of content, our PPT, the first one is condensed plot synopsis, the second one is background information, and the third one is arguments about the film. So we're going to the condensed of synopsis. Next, in 101 Dalmatians 1996, Cruella, played by Glenn Close, is known as a puppy skin fashion designer who is very mean to anyone who works with her. Quite different from the Cruella played by Emma Stone in Cruella 2021. Um, Although Emma Stone's Cruella de Vil also has a bad side by being known as a rebellious figure, she still has a good human side that is influenced by her background. Where Cruella, or born as Estella, um, she was born unique and has the ambition to challenge the world. Estella is often bullied by her schoolmates, but Estella holds on to the saying, I'm a woman, hear me roar." So she often doesn't follow the pattern, as her mother would say, either in sewing and also in life. Next, background information. The background information, adventure, comedy, and crime packed with a duration of 134 minutes successfully brought the life by the feud between Emma Stone and Emma Thompson as the cast of Cruella 2021. Craig Gillespie, as the director of this film, chose Emma Stone as the role uh, of of Cruella, and it is worth to appreciate Emma Stone's success in portraying the iconic character that once starred by Glenn Close. Then in Cruella 2021 also highlights the deeper life of a Cruella or Estella who turns out to be the past that shapes her into the Cruella characters that we know today. Next, arguments about the film. The first one is it's the same but different. What is meant by it's the same but different is that next slide please. That those three films are all adapted from the novel by Jodie Smith entitled The 101 Dalmatians. However, there are differences between the three adaptations. 101 Dalmatians 1961 and 101 Dalmatians 1996 more or less tell the same story. The only difference is that 100, 101 Dalmatians 1961 is animated and 101 Dalmatians 1996 is live action. And the storyline of Cruella 2021 is quite different from the two previous film adaptations. Because the character of Cruella in Cruella 2021 is depicted as having an alter ego or character that is formed consciously by the person. And someone who has an alter ego often hides the other side of their personality from others. While in 101 Dalmatians 1961 and 1996, the Cruella character is only described as an evil and cruel figure. So in those three film adaptations, Cruella 2021 is depicted as a figure who has an alter ego, while the two previous film adaptations don't. Next. Next is exploring Cruella's past. In the three film adaptations that I have mentioned before, Cruella is the main character. However, unlike 101 Dalmatians 1961 and 1996, in Cruella 2021, Craig Gillespie, as the director of the film, explores the past life of Cruella, which Cruella's past life was not explained at all in the previous two film adaptations. Next, the third one is focusing on the dimensions. If you have watched 101 Dalmatians 1961 or 101 1996 and Cruella 2021, you must have noticed that the difference in the characters of the Dalmatians. The cute and the obedient Dalmatians in 101 Dalmatians 1961 or 1996 are not seen in Cruella 2021. In Cruella 2021, Dalmatians are portrayed as evil, and the main focus of the two previous film adaptations was the Dalmatians themselves, while in Cruella 2021, focuses more on the life story of Cruella herself. The next explanation will be explained by my partner.
Okay, thank you so much, Nadia, for the time. Okay, I will explain about there is no plot hole in this film, Cruella 2021. Before I explain why we can say there's no plot hole in this film, I will explain first the definition of plot hole. Plot hole is the missing element or the obvious mistake in the storyline, so it can dismiss the logic and integrity or the unity of the plot. But don't worry, But don't worry, in this film, the storyline is constructed very well. So the audience will not be confused with the story. Nothing that can make us wonder because everything has been constructed clearly. If you have watched 101 Dalmatians, the cartoon version, and or the live action, maybe you ask why Cruella can be an antagonist. In this film, Cruella 2021, that question will be answered because, as Nadia has explained before, that Cruella 2021 explores Cruella's past from the time she was born until she became a great designer who is well known to the public. Unlike the previous two movies, 101 Dalmatians cartoon and a live action version, which only focus on the Dalmatian. Okay, next, the thing that can make Cruella 2021 is worth to watch is because it contains some plot twists. But anyway, I'm so sorry beforehand because this part contain some spoiler. So if you haven't watched this film or you have planning to watch it, you may skip this part. Okay, the first plot twist. Now, in this part, Estella know that she wasn't the one who caused her mother to die. Okay. It turns out that Estella thought had been wrong all along. The person who caused her mother to die was not her, but Baroness. In fact, for years, she has always been haunted by her guilt over the death of her mother, Catherine. Then, next, another plot twist that quite surprised us. That quite surprised us.
Baroness has a kid. You. May I walk you through it? The Baron was a young guy. The Baroness on the other.
Okay, in this clip, Cruella or Estella know that the Baroness is Estella's mother. This is very unexpected because the person who is the target of her revenge is her biological mother. Okay, next. Another thing that can pamper our eyes in this movie is because the wondrous editing transition. Okay, I will show you the clip that our favorite transition in the Cruella 2021.
I could say I pretty much ruled my way through all of primary school. Almost.
All right, that's the favorite. That's our favorite clip about the transition of Cruella 2021. As you have seen in the clip, the transition is really smooth, isn't it? The director uses more transition, which is a type of a transition that changes one form into another. Morphing shows a series of frames that create a smooth movement of the first form and then transform itself into another form. Uh, this is really interesting because from the clip, the director tried to show the time difference by paying attention to the details of Estella's changing appearance.
His name. You could say I pretty much ruled my way.
Okay, next, the next explanation will explain by my partner, Alpha.
All right, thank you, Amanda, for the time. So the next part that we like about this film is the amazing camera movement. So Cruella actually has several different kinds of camera movement and shooting techniques, and here are some of the greatest camera movement that we like from the film. Next, yeah, so you can play it. So this scene uses a wide shot to establish the setting or the location of the scene, providing the viewer with a sense of place and context. And actually, this scene is showing the place where and everything is happening in this film. So this type of shoot is useful to introduce this location or setting to the viewers and allows them to get a sense of the environment before focusing on the characters or action. And then the next scene, this scene is used tracking. So when the movement of the camera follows a subject, typically moving along with the subject, and the camera in this scene is follows the characters and as they do their things and show how they prepare for the day. And that's the next part, the next example. Yeah, in this scene is used a single shot type of shot that is captured in one continuous take without any editing or cutting. So this single shot is show the business in this place, in that place, uh, which the first place Cruella got a job. It shows the viewers that people in this place have a lot of things to do with clothes related, but um, in the end, we know that, or it turns out that Cruella just worked there as cleaning service. You also assume that this scene uses a point of view because the scene is like taken from the viewer's perspective or maybe someone else character in the scene to give the viewer a sense of being in the character shoes. All right, next the next that we like from this film is there are also have many outstanding costumes. So next part, for example, the character of Cruella, played by Emma Stone, she is described in the film as a rebellious and unconventional designer who uses fashion as a form of self-expression and rebellion. And her outfits there reflect her creativity with bold patterns, dramatic silhouettes, and unexpected details like the corset or the collar or something. And then the costume also reflect her transformation from an inspiring designer named Estella to the confident Cruella, with her looks becoming bolder and more daring as she embraces her true self. And then another example is the character of Baroness, played by Emma Thompson. She also has memorable costumes that reflect her personality and position of power. So we know that Baroness is kind of the most powerful in this film. And the Baroness outfits are elegant and sophisticated with sharp lines and luxurious fabrics that reflected her status as a wealthy and influential fashion designer. Okay, next. So from the parts that we like from this film, unfortunately, there is a scene that bothered us while watching it. So there is a scene that when Cruella falls from the cliff to the ocean. Yeah, you can play it. So we feel like the editing or the CGI edit looks unnatural and feels fake when Cruella landed in the ocean because we can see the CGI effect too clearly and not unnatural. Okay, next. Okay, so all in all, although this film it has lacked in some parts, we still want to recommend you to watch this film, Cruella, 2021, if you are a fan of fashion, visually stunning films, or stories of self-discovery and empowerment. Because the film offers a unique take on the origin story of the iconic Disney villain, exploring the early years of Cruella and her journey to becoming the fashion designer that we know. And then the costumes and fashion in the film are so a highlight to us, with each outfit designed to reflect the character's personality and style. And overall, Cruella is an entertaining and visually stunning film that offers a fresh and compelling take on a classic villain with engaging characters, stunning costumes, and amazing visual. So I think that's all from us. Thank you for listening and see you next time.